So after my little brother testing positive, my wife testing positive, I'm officially positive for COVID. And it sucks. And I'm going to tell you guys all about it, but first I'm going to explain what's going on with the rest of this video. I ended up getting a text message on Monday morning with big news from Vans saying that my shoe was officially going to be released on Wednesday. So I started showing symptoms on Monday. I had this crazy headache and my eyes were hurting and I couldn't focus. Like every time I would turn my eyes, I felt like I just couldn't track back and forth. I started getting a fever and then I was like, all right, it's only going to get worse. So I ended up filming the video and it was really hard. It was super hot out. You can see in this video I'm going to be sweating a lot. I had a gnarly headache the whole time and I barely got through it. I didn't even fully get through it. So I'm kind of prepping you guys up for this one. It's not my best performance, and even editing these videos has been really hard, just trying to sit up and focus and do all of that. So I'm going to tell you guys more about COVID and everything that we've been dealing with it, but first you guys are going to see the big announcement I have to make. As much as it sucks being positive with COVID, this next part of the video is like my highlight of my week so far, so we'll check back in after that. Today we have a huge announcement. This is a really big deal for me. I'm officially getting another signature shoe, and the shoe is available today. But the catch is, I haven't even seen the shoe yet. Inside this box right here is the shoe that was sent to me a couple months back, and I didn't want to open it until I was opening it on camera in front of you guys. You see it's opened right here because I thought that there was going to be a Vans shoe box inside of it, but there's not. The shoes are actually in there in plastic. That's how much of like a sample it is. So I'm going to open this thing up right now and show you guys, but before we do that, I want to talk to you guys about my history of having shoes with Vans and kind of what I based this shoe off of. So we're going to take a trip back to 2013, 2014, when I got this signature shoe right here. This is a Vans Skate High. This is what I used to ride in when I rode professionally. And I love the shoe because of the support, of having the shoe above the ankle so that if you catch a tail up, it doesn't hurt you. And just the ability of having that ankle support too, because in BMX, you're always putting your foot down, especially on weird angles. So anything that can help me from not getting injured was very important to me. And that's why I went with this shoe. Now, this shoe was a big deal for a lot of people. It actually sold really, really well. And I actually remember filming the commercial for this shoe. We went over to the Maple Shade Skate Park that's in New Jersey, and I ended up doing like this cork 900 in the deep end, which still to this day is crazy. I can't even believe I did it, but it was so much fun filming with my dog Clarence because his face is inside the shoe, and it's definitely one of the coolest shoes I've ever seen, hands down, especially for that long ago. And I kind of wanted to do a similar shoe to this one because I love this one so much, and everybody else loved it. And I tried to do my best of making it similar enough, but making it slightly different so that it is a new shoe because it is 2021. So I'm going to unveil it right now, and let's do this. I am so pumped about this, especially the fact that I've never seen it before. So I'm not kidding. I swear to you, I only opened this thing up just before I got here just to see what was inside of it, and I saw the shoes, and I was like, I don't want to see that. So here they are in the wrapping. Oh, there's actually two pairs in here. I didn't expect to see that. There is two pairs of shoes. Awesome. Get that out of the way. I'm so excited I get to share it with you guys, though. And here's the profile of the shoe, guys. I'll remove this so you guys don't have to see this or be distracted by it. Let's see what it says on it. It says model BMX Skate High, Scotty Cranmer, black/thyme. So that's the other color we went with. So now you can see the profile of the shoe compared to, let me show you the old shoe. It's similar. It's definitely similar. It's not terribly different, and I didn't want it to be really different. I wanted to have the same vibe, but I wanted to be different at the same time. So like you can see on this side, it has like the matte black kind of color. I really like that. So I wanted to do something that was similar. So I went with this with a different material that's on the side to offset it. But it looks really good. It almost has like a weathered feel. I know that sounds kind of crazy, but like, be honest with you, every time I get my Vans shoes, I wear them until the bitter end because I just love the way the shoes feel. So it's really important to me that the shoe looks great, especially from the second you open it up, and this has that vibe straight away. And I guess I'll go over the whole outside of the shoe before we show you all the other details of it. But if you zoom in real good, you can see it says SC on there. It is inside the middle of that. Cool logo that they came up with. Let's go with the rest of the shoe. This is a modern day BMX shoe, so it's going to come with all the good stuff. It's going to have the Duracap. It's also going to have the Waffle Cup BMX specific bottom on it. So this right here, I ended up going with a gum bottom, and the reason why I went with gum is because I always felt that gum kind of holds up the best, kind of grips the best when it comes to pedals. It just has a good feel on the pedals. So that's why we went with the gum material on here. I went back and forth of doing different colors, but the truth is, this is just as good as it gets, in my opinion. So we went with the gum on there. But so like it says right here, Vans Waffle Cup BMX specific. So this is the part that's going to grip the pedal really good. And then this part is for the support. This part is for the brakeless guys that are trying to put their foot in the tire, that it's not going to eat up the shoe. And that was Vans' priority when they came up with these BMX specific shoes. They wanted to hold up in riding scenarios. So the Duracap on the side of it, this is in a high wear area, and like this is going to rub against the crank arms over and over and over again, and also the frame if you're doing like a lot of tail ups, a lot of tricks like that. So this is to hold up so it doesn't rip off and it doesn't split. Now we're going to go into the inside of the shoe, and this is where it's more of me. So I had the game plan of designing this, and I wanted to put a couple different things on it that scream, you know, BMX and shows exactly what it's for. Man, that thing's in there. I don't know who laced that thing in there, but man, hats off to them. If I could ever get this thing out, there we go. You can see it has the Pop Cush insole on it, and this is an extra bit of padding. So if you're landing hard, you're stomping your foot off of it, it's going to hold up better. So I know I had Clarence's face in the last one, and you know, Clarence is still around. I was thinking about making him do another debut, but I kind of wanted to just stick to BMX, and that's kind of what I did. You can see on the bottom of the insole, it says Scotty Cranmer. It's the logo that we use for the YouTube channel. And I also did hashtag Ride with Scotty. Now the significance of hashtag Ride with Scotty is to show everybody out there that it doesn't matter how good you are on a bike or the tricks that you can do or what you're capable of. Because the truth is, I'm not capable of much anymore. You know, there's a time where I was one of the best in the world, and I live in those moments, and I do miss those moments. The truth is, it's just my life has changed drastically, but I still love BMX, and I still love my bike. Even though I can't do any crazy tricks anymore or do anything wild, I'm still all about BMX, and this Ride with Scotty means that anybody can ride. You know, there's no criteria of how good you are. Anybody can do it. And it's moving on from the Stand with Scotty. That was, you know, a big deal from me getting back on my feet. So it's just the next phase. And Ride with Scotty is very important to me. And I'm so psyched that we have this on the shoe. So like I said, this shoe is officially available today, and there's only a limited run of these. So once these are out, you guys will never see these again, and I don't know how long they're going to last. So if I have any advice to you guys, do your best to go and buy them today. And I know there's so many of you guys that watch this YouTube channel that are excited about this shoe, so it could go really quick. And a lot of you guys are out there that could put yourself in my position. Like, this is a big deal for me, a very big deal for me. Let me point out one thing real quick before I forget. This actually comes with 2 different colored shoelaces. So, oh, there we go. So it also comes with just regular black laces. And this is how I'm going to be riding the shoe, because I'm a big fan of black clothing, black shoes, and always been that way. The shoes that I wear every single day, I'm going to show you real quick. This is the Vans Ultra Range XO shoe, and it does so good for walking. The bottoms have a nice little curve to it. They're nice and light as well. And the inside of the shoe has the Ultra Cush, which is super soft, and it's so good for the daily task of just walking around. And honestly, this shoe changed my life. As soon as I got this shoe on, like, I was able to walk so much better, because I have a hard time walking as it is. It's been 5 years since my accident, and yeah, it's still hard for me. It really is. So it was no surprise that I went with an all black shoe. And this right here with the black laces is a game changer. Like, I think this shoe looks amazing right now. I'm just so proud of it. So I couldn't finish the video because it was just getting too hard for me to handle it. I was just overheating. My head was hurting a lot. So this is the shoe, guys, and it is available right now. And I have no idea how long these are going to last for. The other shoes sold out so fast that I didn't even get a pair of my own shoes. I ended up only getting samples of them. So I do not know how long they're going to be lasting for. So if I were you guys and you want to get a pair of these, go to vans.com/BMX right now. And I just want to say thank you guys for the support. I truly appreciate it. I've had such a long and amazing career, and I'm just so grateful that here we are, 2021, and it's been 5 years since my accident when I became quadriplegic, and I'm just so grateful that I have this shoe with my name on it. So proud of it. So thank you guys for all the support. You guys are the best, and if you guys get these shoes, I would love if you guys can tag me in it, and you guys can also tag Vans BMX 66, because they would love to check it out too. they'd be so proud of that, and so would I. And also, towards the end of the month, around like September 21st-ish, Vans is going to be releasing a video. It's called Whirlwind. It's going to be a story about me, which is going to be pretty cool. I'm really proud of it, and I'm excited for you guys to see it. But now I'm going to put the shoe down, and I'm going to tell you guys about COVID and how it's been affecting me. This has not been fun at all. And I've gone to the hospital twice now for my wife. She's got it a lot worse than I do. She's okay, everything's fine right now, but we've had some scares, and it's been very stressful, very hard to deal with. My wife had to stay the night the first night because of stomach pain, and I just had to bring her on Monday as well because she was having a hard time breathing, and she was having a chest pain in her left side. And that was the night that I got my positive test, so that was Monday night. And let me go out there and explain this. The rapid tests, I've got 2 of them, and I was negative on both of them. I took a rapid test on Monday when I had bad symptoms, came back negative, and then they did a PCR test, and they also did one at the hospital when I went there, and it came back positive. So the rapid ones, don't fully believe those guys. Go for the other test if you possibly can, because they clearly didn't work for me, and we did it the right way as well. So I think Maddie's probably doing the best out of everybody now. My wife is doing the worst out of everybody. She's been having a really hard time through this, and it sucks watching her just really uncomfortable. For me, it's been really different. The first day I was affected by it, I told you guys I had the pain in my eyes, I had the headache, I couldn't really track what was going on, like I just felt out of it. But also, since I'm quadriplegic, like my body's been so hard to control. It's making everything so heavy, and like I'm so close to falling every time I walk, so I gotta be really careful about that. Now, the second day, like, it was kind of okay. It really wasn't that bad. I didn't have a headache, but I still had a fever. Usually in the past when I've gotten a fever, like, I feel like terrible chills all the time, and I haven't really gotten many chills at all until this morning. So I had a hard time sleeping last night. I only slept 4 hours, and I haven't gone back to sleep since, so that's probably why I look so tired. So I'm just kind of quarantining with my wife. We're just staying at the house, and I don't know what I'm going to be doing for videos. Maybe might feel better in the future, and me and Maddie can get together and we can start filming some stuff and do the creative videos that we talked about. But this sucks. And if I was going to give any of you guys advice out there, I just want you guys to think about this. Like, I've done such a good job over the past 18 months or however long it's been since the pandemic started of keeping my distance from people and only going around the people that I needed to, and making smart decisions, not going to places that are going to be overly crowded because of the risk. I always knew that there was a risk, and Maddie ended up messing up by taking that sip of the drink. But it all goes back to the decisions that were made on, the first person that got COVID from, our friend circle. So I would not recommend going out to bars or going out to clubs and being around people like that. Vaccinated or not, if you could still carry COVID, you could still spread it, and it's complicated. I don't want to sit there and tell you guys about all this technical stuff because I don't know anything about it. But what I do know is you got to be mindful. Like, if you're showing any symptoms at all, don't go out in public. If you are going to be around a bunch of people, try to be smart. Keep your distance away. Try not to be totally in people's faces and stuff like that. Don't share drinks either, like Maddie. That was really dumb. Respect this virus. It needs to be respected, and try to go into the mindset of like, maybe you'll be okay. Maybe, things will be all right for you, but what about, I don't know, a random person's parents that have a weak immune system? You could potentially be the start of the butterfly effect that could potentially kill someone or really change their life. So just kind of think about that moving forward on this. But guys, that's going to be it for this one. I'm going to go relax. I'm going to edit this video for you guys. It's going to come out in a couple hours since I have some energy and I'm kind of awake right now. Remember, the shoe is available now, and I would really appreciate it if you guys got these. So thank you guys. Really appreciate the support, and we will talk soon.